The concept of real can be subjective or philosophical. In general terms, real often refers to something that exists independently of perception or interpretation, having objective existence. In philosophy, um, discussions about reality delve into questions about perception, consciousness, and the nature of existence. Different perspectives, such as philosophical, scientific, or metaphysical, may offer varying interpretations of what is considered real. The nature of reality is complex and is a multifaceted topic that has been explored by various philosophical, scientific, and metaphysical perspectives. Today on the Trill Pill podcast, we want to get into a few of those that need be come back with around two. It's here the Trill Pill podcast. Make sure you get, got your ears on point. Get ready for this shit. Log in with me. Let's go. So today we're gonna tackle real. What is real? I feel like I can go about 2, 3 episodes with this, and I may do a live stream, uh, depending on the feedback that I get from. Um, First, like I said before, the intro, the nature of reality is complex and it's a multifaceted topic that has been explored by various philosophical, scientific, and metaphysical perspectives. Here's some, broad, here's kind of like a broad overview that touches upon different aspects. Number one, objective reality. Many people consider objective reality as what exists independently of individual perceptions. It includes physical objects, natural phenomena, the fundamental laws that govern the universe. In scientific terms, reality is often described through empirical observations and measurements. The scientific method aims to uncover objective truth about the world. Now, we sit here in community, especially in hip hop. We always say, "Oh, I'm a real nigga. I'm real this. I'm real that." And not a lot of people actually break down, like, damn, what does that mean, being a real nigga? You know what I'm saying? Even for the most part, I'm from Texas. You know what I'm saying? So even my name of the podcast, the name that I call myself, people call me Trill Pill. Well, Trill, what does that mean? I don't get down to that probably next episode. I have to go deep further, a little further up into that. You know what I'm saying? Or that being trill, being a great concept. Um, by the originators of trill. You know what I'm saying? Bun, don't get that was mistaken. You know what I'm saying? That's Bun and Pimps. And I will show the explanation of what Bun said, where he got the word trill from. Then we'll go into that next episode. All right, y'all. We just dealing with facts here. But what does that mean? Like, what's real to me might not be real to you. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. And we got about how many people on this earth? About 7 billion people on this earth. So about 7 billion people have a different perspective on what real means or what real is, what real, um, like, what does it mean? What is it? You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, reality is based on, better yet, it's shaped by individual perceptions. How people perceive and interpret the world can be based on various factors such as sensory experiences, cultural backgrounds, personal beliefs. What was real to me when I was growing up in South Dallas wasn't real when I went to college and started living in different cities, different towns, different states. What was real to me back in Dallas didn't really matter to what was real with me where I was. It wasn't real to do this and do that. Their reality was totally different. It's a totally different environment going from uh, an environment like South Dallas, which is 5 to 8% below the poverty line, to living somewhere like Stillwater, Oklahoma, which is a college town. We definitely not below the poverty line. You know what I'm saying? It's different. The realities are different for different people depending on where you at, your environment. You know what I'm saying? And um, personal beliefs, that's when you think about religion and the huge fight of religions, in my opinion, are just fighting about what is real. Different religions sit there and say, no, that's not real. What we believe in is real. Excuse me. Certain other religions be like, no, nigga. What y'all doing over there is saying ain't real. What we got over here is real. So it's really like a huge fight over what's real and what's not. I know the perceptions are different. And instead of trying to come together and understand um, each other's realities, you ain't gotta believe in them, but have an understanding. Maybe I'll just fight this shit out and try to eliminate. You know what I'm saying? Just try to eliminate these niggas and let them know that they real ain't real. You know what I'm saying? That they real is fake. Also, um, different philosophers, for instance, like Immanuel Kant, right? Immanuel Kant, he argued that our perception is filtered through our senses, mental frameworks, creating a subjective experience of reality. You know what I'm saying? So all throughout life, people have been trying to ask this question or trying to answer this question. People have been asking and answering this question of what is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What is it? You know? Um, Now those are more perception, subjectivity. Metaphysical perspectives with with let's try to say this right. With metaphysics, um, it explores the fundamental nature of reality. Right. It tries to get to the basis of it. Now, some philosophical traditions propose that reality extends beyond the physical realm and includes abstract concepts or spiritual dimensions. Idealism suggests that reality is fundamentally mental or immaterial, while materialism asserts that everything is composed of physical matter. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about this is the more and more I research this, the more and more like things I just find like there's no real real is one of those things like yeah, it's a definition for it and all that good shit. Just like love and all that shit. But it's a group of words that just are so vast and so broad in meaning because those things kind of take a life of their own, right? Like love. Like I can sit here and tell you what I think is love, but what I say is love might not be love to you. And so on and so forth. It might not be love to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, and so on and so forth. So you got about 6, 7 billion people on this earth that think, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so vast, you know what I'm saying? And it really is something to attack um as far as questioning what is real, you know? And hopefully um I don't I don't I don't really know if there's absolute answer of what real is. I feel like real is one of those things kind of like love where it's kind of like an innate feeling. Like when you come out your mama's womb and you're a little baby, right? Um, you already know right from wrong. You didn't have that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know right from wrong, unless you just didn't have any like total guidance. Sometimes that happens. I mean, the most extreme things, like, you know what's right and wrong. You know if you do this is wrong. You know if you do that is right. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it's kind of a innate thing that we're born with. But as we grow up in this world and we learn that certain things in this world that tempt us, and we listen and we learn. And the same way I talked about fear, how the more and more we learn, good and bad, or better, well, I wouldn't say learn good or bad. I would say experience. Some of those things can take us further from who we essentially were as human beings before we even got all come to this world and these word things. You know what I'm saying? Um, so consensus reality, um, social and cultural factors contribute to the construction of shared or consensus reality. The beliefs, the norms, the values of a society influences how us as individuals perceive and understand their environment. Sociological theories highlight the role of social constructs in shaping our collective understanding of reality. Once again, I grew up in South Dallas, so what's real to me is like family, right? You might not have had everything. Like, I didn't grow up with everything. All right, I definitely I didn't grow up with no, it's coming from money or whatever. Didn't, whatever. But in a sense, I had everything, you know, and that everything was my family. You know, my mother, my father, my brother Sean, who were in the house, and we lived, man. We lived and we loved each other. People who were around us, from my Aunt Janet to Uncle Leon to, you know what I'm saying, people that would come around. It That's what real is to me. Is it's besides all the, whatever shit what niggas say. It's family. It's being able to be honest and have an honest community of people that is around you, and to not only like not lie to yourself, and to really just take things day by day, and have family around you, and have like and having a family, it creates a set of principles and morals and values that you live by. That's what's real to me. That's why I walk around with a smile on my face majority of the time. Sometimes I'm not happy, but my mom used to always tell me and my brother, like, you can't go around, you know what I'm saying? You can't go around here with just certain energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, you gotta have a smile on your face, but just being able to be present and be thoughtful, be observant. And sometimes like feelings get feelings get lost. Um, I feel like feeling sometimes emotions can get into the way of reality. Sometimes you just gotta strip away what like how you feel and all this shit. Fuck how you feel. Sometimes it can really get in the way. I feel like you got to be able to be present in the time and just feel. You know what I'm saying? Just allow your body. You kind of got to separate your mind and your body. It's hard to explain. I'm not the best at giving directions anyway, but I'll be getting well, whatever. But if not, go ahead, hit the comment section when this video drop. Or go to Spotify and ask questions. And ask questions on Spotify too. Is being able to separate your mind and your body, um, to just feel. You know what I'm saying? What's real? Real is you hit the ground barefoot and you grounding yourself, and you moving your toes on that grass. Oh yeah, that's real right Get outside, you breathe that air. You want to feel real? Go outside and let that air hit you. Let that wind chill cut you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cut you. Yeah, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Showing real emotion, not being just being authentic. And especially in today's world where everybody's an actor, everybody's a creator, quote unquote, niggas not creating a lot. Anyway, everybody's a creator, everybody's doing this, everybody kind of gets caught up in being the character and not being real, not really being themselves. Like who I am on here is who I am off. I don't have two different me's. I know I'm a Gemini and all that shit, but I don't get into that. I just like your interpretation of however you do or whatever you're doing um is you. Some part of you. You feel what I'm saying? Some part of you. Now I know some people have characters that they play. You might go like into the Charleston White philosophy of, oh, I'm just playing the character to get, you know what I'm saying? In some cases, some people can compartmentalize like it happens, but to me, in my opinion, um, real is being able to live by a set of your morals and your standards and your principles, and whatever those are, and not straying away from those. That's what being real is for me. You know what I'm saying? That shit that the people that were around me that taught me whatever they taught me, that's what's real to me, to be able to uphold those things. A lot of those people are not here anymore. Rest in peace to my uncle Leon. Rest in peace to my aunt Janet. Rest in peace to my mother. You know what I'm saying? They're not here anymore. So even though they're not here, they left a set of principles, values, and morals for us to follow as youngsters. You know what I'm saying? That we have to follow. That we need to follow because that's, you know what I'm saying? And along the way, we learn different things and we just add on to it. And we teach our kids those same morals and principles and values as we continue to march on throughout our life. You understand? And then I'm not gonna lie, once you start asking the question, what is real, it leads you into some very sciencey shit. So it's definitely going to be a part two of this. A bunch of words I might struggle with, but I'm gonna do the work. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets into quantum mechanics and reality, and in the realm of physics, quantum mechanics, it introduces intriguing challenges to our classical notions of reality. Concepts like superposition and entanglement raise questions about the nature of particles and their states. So that kind of goes off into like the sciencey part. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the simulation hypothesis. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of theories and things that are built up into what is real. And I would have even never figured this shit out. I found out about this if I would have never asked that question to myself. Because a person, for instance, I lived, I once lived a life where I thought, man, it's real right now. You know what I'm saying? Until it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Until it wasn't. And I was like, damn. And then you start to question, well, damn, was any of that real? Was I in a huge play and didn't know it? What I was living was real, but the person who was living with me, was that really real? Or what they really, you know what I'm saying? You start questioning everything. Once you start getting to a point where you question everything, some people run from it. I rather embrace it and learn. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's something there that I don't really understand, and those things really, really, really bother me in a way. And I somewhat get stuck sometimes with questions. And I sometimes get stuck with trying to find answers for questions. Um, or better yet, I get stuck with trying to find absolute answers to questions that may not have absolute answers, or I may not ever get an absolute answer to. But that's that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of living life is you get on the journey and start to answer questions. Like you gotta find like there's certain things I just gotta find out as much as I can. And reality is one of them. And also the certain things that are around us that keep our minds from asking these questions. Um, it's crazy that we have so many distractions. You know, it's so many distractions that we can get into, right? That keep us from asking questions like, what is real? What is love? What is this? What is that? Like, it's certain questions that we need to ask, that we have to ask, and people are scared to ask. People that they don't know to ask. They just um they just go along in life. And that's weird to me. Like it's weird for people just to go along in life and not to try to seek answers or ask questions. You know what I'm saying? In school, I was a question asking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask all the questions, even now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm gonna ask all the questions. I don't give a fuck what nobody think. Everybody shut the fuck up. I'm raising my hand. The niggas in the back. You know what I'm saying? All niggas saying, God damn, probably nigga, you scared to ask the question, nigga. If I'd have asked this question, you wouldn't get your answer, bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of nigga I was. I'm raising my hand. Excuse me. I need to figure out. Now you said what now? Okay. Now what about this over here? What the fuck is this? And what and relative, like how does this relate to this? How you know what I'm saying? Same way about life. You know what I'm saying? And many days that fills my mind up. Like I be in my own zone. I be in my own zone with just trying to find out and answer these questions because I feel like I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave Earth without being able to leave my children certain knowledges. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I live, I'm not doing it for me no more. Like, ain't no problem with living for yourself and all that shit, but God has sent me on this journey, and like my mom used to always tell me when I was a kid, like God's gonna eventually put you on a journey where you got to find these answers out for yourself. And I've got to that point, and I feel like, damn, man, the more and more that I learn, the more and more I can teach my babies because I want them to have as many tools as they can have before they go into this world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm constantly fighting and fighting and fighting to teach these things. And sometimes certain people get into the way, but I can't let that happen. And that's my fight. You know what I'm saying? It's that fight right there. There are certain things that I have to tell my nieces and my nephews and my babies about this life shit. That's our responsibility for me, my brother Sean, and a few others is to learn as much as we can, get as much as we can, and leave it for these babies so they can take this shit to a whole different level. Because one of the excuse me, speaking of real, one of the realities that I got was nigga, you're not gonna be on this earth forever. And although I knew that in my mind, the moment that I learned that was it was going to my mother's wake, right? This is the moment. My mother passed away on her birthday, February the 10th, 2012. I'm at school. It didn't hit me. I come back to the crib, Golden Gate, to my mother's wake. I walk in and I see my mother in a casket. At that point in my life, that's when reality had hit me. In 3 years, nigga, I'm talking about first, well, when I had my baby, right? I had Kayla. But I was still going, you know what I'm saying? You still trying to learn, like still trying to learn these things. But when I see my mama in that casket, once you have that image, you ain't never gonna be the same. You would never see the world the same. Never. Because at that moment, everything is changed. It's changed. Nigga, I can't call. I can't touch. I can't, you know what I'm saying? So everything that she taught me, everything that she taught me, I have to apply. And it took me a while to apply it all the way. Just going through life. Just listen and learn. And I'm going through life. I'm dealing with this shit. I'm fucking up. Left and right. Fucking up. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, but just being able to experience and then being able to get to certain points where now I understand what she was saying. Like, that's when reality hit for me. So even to this day, it's gotten more and more real, right? You lose people. Just lost a solid friend the other day. Shout out to Coach Dude. This shit ain't guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's real. Like being on this earth and all this is extra shit. I don't care about no material. I don't care about no material shit. Swear to God, I don't. I don't care about the car I got outside. I don't care about none of this shit because it's not real to me. None of that shit makes me me. What makes me me is everything that I go through and I learn and being able to tell that to my children. A lot of this shit is just put here just to be here. It don't have no meaning. You know what I'm saying? Like we give like they sell shit based on the meanings that we give it. Look at all this quote unquote designer shit. Now it's just a difference to hell yeah, a certain difference. The fucking fabrics may be a little finer and all that shit is cool, but at the end of the day, look at what you're paying for shirts and clothing and all this shit. Like, what does it mean? Like, the meaning of it is all material shit. It don't mean nothing. Can't take that shit with you. It just means that you got a little money, and that's cool. You got some money. Shit, everybody want to have some money. Shit, I'm trying to leave this bitch with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's a tool that we need. It ain't everything, but it's definitely something. I'll lie to you about that. Definitely important, but in the end run, it's like they got our heads fucked up with so much shit that don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? They got niggas fighting over territories that don't mean nothing to them. These little blocks and shit, man, niggas don't really own all of man, niggas don't own that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting over things that don't mean nothing is one of the most the biggest plays, biggest scams of all time. You fighting over some shit that means absolutely nothing. It's kind of like that story of it's a story about Young Buck, and I forgot the other dude's name, G Unit, right? Them niggas went to Chicago. Also, shit, the little nigga that was running with G Unit, he left the spot and took it used to be this big ass piece. Everybody remember the G Unit spinning chain, the big ass spinner medallion. So, long story short, these niggas got got the medallion took. Wild shit happened. Niggas had to call the cartel. All type of shit happened, but the chain was fake. You know what I'm saying? Nigga 50 said that the real chain, the real G Unit spinner was in his safe. These niggas was fighting over a chain that was worth $10,000. Nigga almost died. Nigga was going to the projects in Chicago and hollering, trying to find the biggest gangsters and hollering at this nigga over here, that nigga over there. The goddamn twins they work with El Chapo, all type of wild shit. Nigga could have ended up dead, all for a chain that was barely even worth a used car. You know what I'm saying? It's just the thought, like, damn, this shit real right here. You know what I'm saying? This shit is wild, bro. Niggas almost died over that little stupid ass shit. But that's just the I feel like that's kind of how life kind of works. They constantly sell you a lifestyle, or they have the image of the American dream. The American dream, nobody can really tell you what the American dream is. It's you know what I'm saying? Can nobody tell you what the American dream is? If you ask me, nigga, what is the American dream? That like it wasn't a certain prescription, like a description. My bad. It was like a white picket fence and all this extra weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but but what is that? You know what I'm saying? All it was a selling point for people to come here just so they can fuck them. That shit mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that leads me back to this is what we perceive, what the environments, everything that we grew up in, those are the things that create what's real for us. All of our realities are different, and we can't go out here trying to push what means what's real to us to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like all that forceful shit is unnecessary as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I think, to be honest, I think we'll be better off trying to get an understanding of other people's realities and vice versa. That'd be better off for us than us trying to prove this nigga ain't real. I'm gonna show you he ain't real. For what? You know what I'm saying? For what? You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of niggas right now in court ain't keeping it quote unquote real right now. These niggas was gonna die for the game. Niggas is gang. Niggas is gang until the gang get ganged on. Now the gang getting ganged on by a bigger gang. And now niggas in court telling on each other. So you really wasn't gang. You know what I'm saying? It's the it's the facade of reality. It's the facade of just, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit cool until you play with some shit that's bigger than you. And you realize what part of the game you in, and do you realize how real it is? It's a bunch of niggas that thought they was real out here. They out here on the street doing whatever they do until they get in that pen, and nigga is real in there. You know what I'm saying? I got partners in there. Free the guys. You know what I'm saying? Shit get real in there. It's different. I ain't never been locked up. I ain't trying to be locked up, nigga. But enough is enough. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't gotta get locked up to know nigga is real in there. You know what I'm saying? It's real in there. I mean, real. Oh man, boy, you thought you was hot shit with all your guns and all that shit. You ain't even thought about winning a fist fight or a knife fight or having a fight. Boy, you gotta fight for everything. You know what I'm saying? Shit got real. So it's a bunch of them in there noticing how real life is right now. And I bet right now they're saying, God damn, this shit wasn't even real at all. We just doing this shit just for the fun of it. Ended up in some bullshit. Now my whole life is thrown away. Now your reality changes. It goes from being free to being locked up in a cage like a animal. Now that's your reality. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different world. You know what I'm saying? Um, so it's just a perception of what is all this shit. I think our reality changes as we live our life, and but we have to have a core, core principles, values, and morals. Taking care of your family. If you are in a religion, believe in whatever your religion tells you to do, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, doing your thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing, man. And in in uh how can I say this? Philosophers have asked, better yet, before I get to that, simulation hypothesis. I went off on a tangent. I'm bad. Some speculative theories like simulation hypothesis propose that our reality may be a simulated or virtual construct. This idea suggests that what we perceive as real could be the result of a complex computer simulation. I don't want to get all into that. That's another episode. I might have to call him help for that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's their reality to them. And can you and they have a base for it. And that base is look at all that shit now. And if it was a theory, it's pretty real now. Like the lines between fantasy and reality are meshed together more than ever. You know what I'm saying? A woman can go and she can have pancake cheeks and love handles and all type of shit that whatever. And she wanted to go to a doctor and she go to a doctor and come back. Now she come back with the fattest of the asses. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really have a lot of ass like that when you remember her, but now she back with a whole lot of God. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, damn, where the fuck she? You know what I'm saying? She went and changed her reality. She realized. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fantasy. You know what I'm saying? It me to me in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's it's crazy. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? Now you can change the reality now. A lot of this shit is a lot of like playing God. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of playing God out here. So you know what I'm saying? It's life is just weird like that now. Virtual reality is weird. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it, but that's just our lives are basically being lived out on a digital sense now. You know what I'm saying? Like for a long time ago, about 40 years ago, me would have told you this is a simulation or some shit. Me would have probably looked at shit and walked off. But nowadays, with everything coming out with artificial intelligence that been out, this shit ain't just pop up. This shit been out for years and years and years. Now, now you starting to get it. Now you're starting to realize, ask questions about the algorithm. What is the algorithm? How the fuck does that work? Who sets the settings for the algorithm? Questions like that, they don't really want you to ask. They just want you to get out here and just be doing some shit. And while you just doing some shit, they getting it in. Like they getting their money, they getting everything up at you. They got you, you know what I'm saying? They got your mind zapped in, nigga. My explore page off the chain. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. I swear to God, I was trying to focus on some shit, but boy, they're gonna show you some thick ass woman out in Africa. She barefoot, thick. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Feet. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck? What is this bitch even real? You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing is by showing you that, but they got a whole plethora of AI generated women on the internet. I read an article, and I'm gonna do a video about that, about the AI generated Instagram thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And whoever, because that's what it is. You got people who are marrying themselves, marrying trees, they marrying computers, they marrying Xboxes. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is total recall for real right now. You know what I'm saying? So reality is such a vast topic, and I would love to go live stream this, and I think I will eventually just live stream this shit so I can get different perspectives from us of what real is. Because boy, I'm gonna tell you what, you better go outside and look, you better get to reading, nigga, you better get to watching. Whatever you watching right now, if it ain't if it ain't uh constructive, it's destructive. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I said that shit right, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of shit that's going on that um kind of like the uh carrot, a mango carrot. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's even hard for me to describe this shit. I'm not the best describer person type nigga, but it's weird. It's like the more and more they try to distract you with shit, the more and more shit they get off. And then by the time you realize that they're trying to get this off, they already done got it off. You know what I'm saying? And now you stuck. So it's just about being aware. I think that's one of the greatest gifts of being a human being is being aware. Like being aware, staying aware. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all say stay woke. I don't know about the woke word. I don't like the woke word because that shit kind of turning something else. My whole thing is just being aware. It ain't about an agenda, nothing like that. It's about realizing what the fuck is going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Even, even when I go to work, I know that I'm going to work. I know for a fact I'm not gonna be there forever. You know what I'm saying? I work hard, you know what I'm saying? But not too hard where I'm over there hurting myself. I ain't man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? But I know I'm not gonna be there forever. But in the meantime, this is what it is until my shit gets running all the way. And then once they get running all the way, nigga, we out to the fucking places. But I'm constantly working towards other things to make it my own way about this shit. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you gotta be able to maintain until you can go off on you. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's in my opinion. That's my reality. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to work somewhere for 40 years and if you don't work there for all these years, now you get into motherfucking fruit basket. And you know what I'm saying? A fruit basket and a third of what you done made your whole career working there. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get up and get out. You know what I'm saying? Because they had a head start. So we trying to catch up with them always. You know what I'm saying? But they got a head start using us as a stepping stool. Did that. So that being said, man, that's um conclusion. Uh, so just the philosophical, better yet, there's a question in philosophy, right? And the classic question is, what is real? And asking the question, what is real? What is normal? What is love? What is fear? What is blank, blank, blank? It prompts us into an exploration of uh, the nature of being, right? Like, for instance, real, asking the question, what is real, prompts you to the exploration of the nature of being. And then you take that from there, and then so on and so forth. So, in conclusion, the nature of reality is a rich and nuanced topic of encompassing objective, subjective, metaphysical, and scientific uh, dimensions. Sorry. Um, different perspectives contribute. Let me close this off real quick. It's distracting. In summary, all right, in conclusion, the nature of reality is a rich and nuanced topic encompassing objective, subjective, metaphysical, and scientific dimensions. Different perspectives contribute to our understanding of what is considered real, and the exploration of reality continues to be a dynamic and evolving inquiry across various disciplines. You understand me? Uh, it's captivated. The question, what is real, is it's very captivating. It is captivated scientists, philosophers, and thinkers throughout history, and it touches upon the fundamental natures of existence and raises important consideration about the nature of being. You know what I'm saying? Um, like, ontology is the branch of philosophy that deals with the nature of being or existence. You know, the question, what is real, is prompting reflections on the essence of our reality, or of just of reality, perception and reality. We talked about existentialism. Um, Viktor Frankl. We're going to get, maybe I should go in that direction with it. They delve into questions of individual existence and the search of meaning. Figures like Jean Paul Sartre and Albert Camus contemplated on the authenticity of a human existence in the face of an often indifferent or absurd universe. Skepticism, you know what I'm saying? You got skeptics out there. You got uh, Platonic forms. Plato's theory of forms uh, posits the abstract ideal forms that represent the true reality of the physical world, and it's a what's the word for it? It's a mere reflection of, or imperfect um mere reflection or imperfection of that. It's kind of vague, but you get it. And it suggests that there is a higher eternal reality beyond what we perceive. Right? Modern physics, the field of physics, especially with developments in quantum mechanics, has introduced complexities that challenge our intuitive notions of reality. Concepts like wave particle duality and the observer effect raise questions about the nature of the physical world. Then we go into the philosophies of the East with Buddhism and Hinduism. Those two things offer perspectives of nature of reality. Ideas like impermanence or interconnectedness highlight the dynamic and interdependent of nature of existence. So, in conclusion, again, you know what I'm saying? In essence, the question of what is real is a gateway to exploring the profound and often elusive aspects of existence. And it also encourages contemplation on the nature of reality and limits of knowledge and the significance of our individual and collective experiences in shaping our understanding of being, being. Write that shit down. Being. So, that being said, man, that is my time hitting the 50-minute mark. I'm gonna bore you all day. You know what I'm saying? I just want to drop by. I'm most likely gonna have a part two of this probably next week. because I have to expound on it. I might do a live stream if it's gonna get a little more funky than that. You understand me? But excuse me, we dealt with real. What real means. I even gave you a few experiences of what I face reality myself. What is it? Don't be afraid to explore reality of what is real or how we deal with real or what you like. Don't be afraid of that. You know what I'm saying? Go after that. Go chase that. Like go chase the knowledge. Go chase it. I guarantee you're gonna find yourself. You're gonna find yourself in an interesting train of thought when you try to go chasing. You not gonna have time for no other shit. You know what I'm saying? When you chasing knowledge and you chasing success and you just chasing it, like, people are not going to understand you and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't on that same path, it's a path that's less traveled, but it's the path that I rather go because that I rather know than not know. You know what I'm saying? So if it takes time for me to sacrifice this whatever just to answer questions that I always had, I'll do that because that's more I can teach my children to be the great ones that they're going to become. Children and my nieces and nephews and little babies up under there. Like this is what it's for. I'm just trying to get as much knowledge on this earth before it's my time to drop this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't promised forever. You know what I'm saying? And and that's the reality of it. And we're not guaranteed none of this shit. So that being said, y'all know my slogans. Oh, before I forgot, before I forget, bro. Right here, if you watch this on YouTube, right here, tell you it's kind of breaking up right now. We have a winter storm of some sort, so I don't know if that's going to all the way click through. There we go. The Trill Pill, Trill World Order, Trill Pill Gaming, all my YouTube pages. Make sure you go and you subscribe to those pages, man. We're trying to get this shit up and going, and I follow everybody back. You know what I'm saying? So once you do that, come holler at me. Go let me know. Screenshot it, send it to me on Twitter, formerly known or currently known as X, and IG at the Trill Pill with the underscore fan base, TikTok, Twitch at the Trill Pill, Facebook Gaming, the Trill Pill, all separate Trill Pill Gaming, also on Facebook. This is the podcast right here, Trill Pill Podcast on Spotify. Make sure you go follow that shit right now. And this is my QR code right here. Make sure you take your phone out if you watch this on TV or somebody opposite screen. Go ahead and scan that as well. That being said, man, it's the Trill Pill. And now, y'all know my slogans, man. Do I know my slogans? Okay. Mind your mental to be monumental. Stay trill and heal. Most of all, stay mentally trill. Trill pill. Much love to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up, you can find me. Talk to me. Make sure you give me feedback up under these videos and then on Spotify. Go to Spotify, man. You know, look, we working on getting the other two. I need to get on out. But for right now, we on Spotify. So go over to Spotify, go ahead and send me a little message, a little whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support the show, $ TRILLPILL X or Mind Your Mental, MindYaMental. It should be at the bottom of the screen. Yes, it is. All right. So that's what is going down. That's what's going on with me. I hired a child later, man. So don't be a stranger. I'm fuck with it, man. Trill Pill, the hottest show out this month. You know what I'm talking about? The hottest show, the best show. You know what I'm saying? And gonna get even greater. Like